So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
Everyone, it's your boy NoukonNeko, your perfect vigilant feline friend and purveyor of good vibes. So today, I'm here to play some Genshin Impact. Oof. That sound a little bit different? Maybe I might. I'm a little bit tired today. I was like debating on like skipping streaming a little bit, but I did take a little nap, so that did help a little bit. But yeah, you can see because of all of that, I'm started a little bit later than I would like to have started. But hey, at least I'm here. At least I'm here. I'm just gonna be taking it easy. I think the main goal is just to try to finish up the Windblume event. I initially was planning to do the Windblume event and Sparabyss on the same stream, but I think it's safe to assume that I'm just gonna focus on the Windblume event for today and worry about the Sparabyss on the next stream. But yeah, let's go. Wait, is there anything else I'm missing? Hey, I think that's all I need to focus on. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just continue the Windblume story, then the mini games, then we'll call it a night. Yeah, today's been a very eventful day for me. So that's why I'm a little bit more tired than normal. It was one of those irregular days. Same time, I feel like I don't want to like slouch on Genshin, because the sooner I can get caught up in Genshin, then I can get I can focus on other things.
A blade is like
Well, it's not just Genshin, but it's
only those who
also
sample it many times can appreciate
Hogwarts
it.
Legacy and Valkyria. Hopefully I can finish all those games. That way I can cover other games I've been really wanting to cover, and future games I also want to cover too. Birth date from Shanghai. Morning, my master cook medical soup and many other exquisite dishes for me. She also invited Mooncarver and Mountain Sheeper for a gathering. In a master abode, the soothing aroma of the dishes and the familiar atmosphere, a friendly reunion made for a comforting respite. I, on my part, collected dew from the violet grass and fetched well-preserved aromatic herbs to make some single refreshments. Though my cooking skill is not as good as my master's, the refreshments are a token of my good wishes, and a sign of how I've changed since return to human society. I would feel content if you could try them and tell me what you think. One last thing. My master prepared a generous portion of medical soup for me. Only had a small bowl. After that, I cooked some noodles for you with the rest of the soup. Hope you like it. This is an item. Heartstring noodles. Too much ramen just in medical soup. I don't know how that tastes, but kind of cute when you look at how it looks. But okay. That's a very interesting detour. Oh yeah, I think I need to fast for the day. Yep. all the way to 8 in the morning. Trying to remember what happened in the last Windblume event. I mean, not the last event, but, you know, the last time I streamed Genshin. Main story. What was the main story? Oh yeah, we were...
Time! Let's go meet Sucrose and Kale at the crafting bench!
Yeah, we were trying to solve this mystery that Kole found, right? Alongside with Sucrose. Yeah, the two are getting close together, trying to figure out this whole like wish thing is all about, right? Once you solve it, you can make some kind of wish. Kole kind of wish to change her personality. That's what the story's about. Technically, I think Kole is fine, and you know it seems like she's gonna technically get her wish. Even though it's not like something that directly will change her or anything, it's more like she probably would kind of gain things through the process of, you know, solving this puzzle. But yeah, we'll see how this story ends. Hello, Sucrose. Kole.
Hey, we're here! Traveler, Paimon, great timing. We got a lot of letters in the mailbox, and I just finished sorting them into 4 groups. Nice work! Well, the real work hasn't even started yet. Which batch of letters should we read through first?
Yeah, we talked to a lot of characters, right? In the last stream for part 2. So it'd be interesting to see what they have to say. I have no idea what they really would write. Take a look at the clue board and read the letters. Wait a minute. I guess I have to read them all? About the flower that's not of this world. Throw a Tanari. Wow, it's kind of small. But I could still make it out, I think. This is gonna be a big reading day from it seems of it, but I'll do what I can. Hopefully my voice is up to the task. After our conversation the other day, I went over the prophecy's wording carefully. A flower that is not of this world sounds more like a logical paradox. Think about it. If a flower is not of the world, its existence cannot be perceived. However, it can be perceived, it will not fit the description of the prophecy. As such, my view is that the riddle's answer doesn't have to be a real plant. However, I must also note, with all due respect, that the person who came up with this riddle did not know all the plants in the world, and I dare say that no one could make such a claim. From this perspective, could even think of some rare plants as potential candidates for the answer. That's an interesting thought. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so his answer is a rare plant. Wait, there's still more. Hatch is a list of rare plant species. I've added a short description to each entry, and I hope you can find your answer within them. Best wishes to you, Tanari. Okay, we'll go with Albedo next. Flower that is not of this world doesn't sound like an existing species or something created through specialized cultivation techniques. With that noted, I believe we should think out of the box. After reviewing what I learned over the years, I have now reached a conclusion. Sucrose also cause... Wait. Lost where I was. After reviewing what I learned over the years, I have now reached a conclusion. Sucrose also came to discuss her thoughts with me. She hasn't yet decided on an answer at the moment of me writing this letter, so I won't be revealing my conclusion right now. We can discuss the detail when we meet, and I hope everyone else will bring their respective answers too. I'll see you then. Albedo. Oh, Sucrose letters too. Feels strange to invert a letter into the mailbox I made myself, but did find my answer. At first I thought a flower created using alchemy would constitute one that is not of this world according to the prophecy, but after giving it some more thought, I realized that instead of creating an actual plant, a flower-shaped mechanism made of alchemical products might fit the description better. So I arrive at my conclusion. A clock in the shape of a flower. Wow, okay. Flower out of this world. Yeah, because it's not really a flower, but at the time it technically is, right? But not the flower as you would know. Why a clock? A long passage of little brushes pass the timepiece, leaving fluttering petals in its wake. The lapsing year stir up the leaves, pushing the needle of time forward. Sucrose. Man, these are some good answers. Yeah, let's take a look at the other letters. A guide who will never get lost. Whew, this is quite a bit. At least those letters are kind of short. Not as bad as like that one time I read about that nuclear accident in Inazuma. What was it called again? Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. It's okay. It'll come to me when it comes. Okay, let's see what you got, Mona. No one can confidently say that they will never get lost. But as long as their wish to guide and help others does not waver, they will become a ship that can traverse the waves eternally. I didn't perform any divination before writing this letter, but I have a feeling that I will witness the truth behind the prophecy together with y'all. So if you need me, just call me at my place. I'll be there. One can confidently say that they will never get lost. As long as they wish to guide and help others, it's not waver, they could become a ship that can traverse the waves eternally. That's true, right? It's really impossible to say you would never get lost. Sometimes you have to kind of get lost to kind of find your way. But anyways, let's see what Bennett has. He's probably the more opposite of what you would think. That would know this topic well enough, but we'll see. I've been thinking about this for a long time. Before you came to me with the prophecy, it never even crossed my mind that it could be a part of this. That I could be part of this. Well, as you all know, I'm probably the last person you would think of when it comes to guiding others. I still have a long way to go, and I'm trying to figure out how to peacefully coexist with everything in the world. But if you're thinking about who can be of help? My friend Fisho and her friend Mona. Astrologists are both very knowledgeable and brave. See, they probably the ones you're looking for. And that's my answer. Wishing you all good luck. So his answer is to go look for someone else for an answer. But I mean, hey, we already found them, right? And we already got their answer, so. Huh. Yeah, you would. As far as we wouldn't ask Bennett when he's the type of the person. It's so unlucky that he always gets lost, but his answer is to rely on his friends. Pretty much. Okay. Amber. It is too grand of a title for me, but I love that to be everyone's friend. It's something I think I am good at. I'm an attentive listener, so do let me know when you feel lost. To use an analogy, I like to torch out the wild that will help illuminate everyone's path, as long as it continues to burn bright. Everything written below is not meant for Kole. Dear Kole, if you're reading this, please turn away. Huh? Oh. Okay, this is part for Sucrose and everybody else that might be worried about Kole. But interestingly, you were right here. When she most likely would read it here. But, okay. I've been worrying about Kole lately. She's recovered from the illness, but she still doesn't look all that cheerful. Feels like she still has things she can't let go of. Allow me to write down my wish here. I hope that Kole can uncover the secret behind the prophecy and let her happiness wherever she is and whoever she becomes. I'll always be her friend no matter what. We're not the savior and the saved, but simply good friends. Amber. That's sweet of Amber. She's someone you really could call a true friend, and she's really thoughtful. It's just, sometimes just, it's kind of tough for someone like Amber to be, right? Can you, I kind of hate it when I'm like, when my friend's in facing a problem and you just can't really do anything to really help them. If anything, doing anything kind of makes things worse, right? So all we could do is kind of watch and hope something else helps them, or hopefully they find what they're looking for, what they need. But it's always good to have someone like Amber around, even if she's not exactly what you need and can't really do anything for you. Just having her there is really nice. So it's pretty thoughtful for her. Okay, next person. Person I don't know too well, but I hope I will in the future. Hope this letter finds you well. I didn't expect to be asked such a question, which caused quite a headache at first. I only know how to guide people in the geological sense, but on the journey of life. Still the lost kid who needs the guidance of others. But upon seeing your question, I really knew that I can help with what I can help with. I tried drawing a map showing a vegetation distribution for Mr. Tanari and Miss Kole, as well as a dragon-spotted calendar for Mr. Sino. Both are attached below. In the next few days, I will need to patrol with Captain and Drew Mask for Miss Lisa, so I can only support you with my well wishes. My apologies. Please forgive me. I hope the map and the lists will be some help to you. Yeah, so of course he doesn't know the big meaningful things, but he's doing what he does know. Which is all you really need, right? Sometimes you really can't know everything. take a look at the other letters. One who would never lie. Hey, start with Sino. You are correct to assume that I seldom lie. This has to do with my upbringing as a desert dweller who has been living within the academia since my childhood. My unusual identity makes it hard for others to trust me, and it would have been harder still if I was not honest. As a result, I learned to talk less and speak more than what is necessary. I can kind of understand that. Uncovering the secret behind the prophecy may come with its perils. If you need someone who would never lie, I could join you. So, yeah, as someone who never lies, he's just doesn't talk much. Right? If you don't talk much, you don't have to lie as much. Or you're technically not lying at all by not saying anything. Very wise, very wise. Rosaria. I must make one thing clear first. I am not someone who would never lie. After hearing your question, I thought about many things in the past in earnest and recall many occasions upon which I lied. I often make up excuses to avoid choir practice. I also tell white lies too. Sometimes I make myself happy and other times allow myself to give up on other struggles. The nicest lie I ever come up with is the one I told Varks. I didn't want to stay in Mondstadt. Arca responded with another lie, and that was his advice to me. Your current abilities are not suited to life beyond Mondstadt's borders. I can't be the answer to this question, but I suggest that you consider that never lying actually means. Does it mean to never deceive? Or to never lie with ill intent? Here's a pity, I'm not the one you're looking for, but I believe someone who meets the requirement will turn up. Good luck. Saria. Huh. It's funny because you think about it, what she just wrote was all really honest, right? She didn't really lie about her lying, right? Technically, if someone told you you never lied before, I would think they're a liar because it feels very impossible not to ever lie. But, thinking about it, does it mean to never deceive or never to lie with ill intent? Yeah, never deceive means kind of being... Because sometimes you could sometimes you could tell the truth with ill intent, right? Yeah, maybe I'm thinking a little bit too deeply of this. Let's move on for now. Razor. Oh, at least he's straightforward. I asked my teacher, Lisa, to write this letter. It's much better than the one I wrote. Many thanks. I don't lie. I trust you. Come to me when you need me. I will always be there for you, Razor. That's really straightforward, Razor, but yeah, he's just the type that can't really lie given his circumstances, right? Of living out in the wild. He never really had the need to lie, so he just doesn't. More importantly, for the people he does talk to, like us, he trusts us quite a bit, right? So I guess that means the people he doesn't trust, he doesn't really talk to and never really needs to lie to them. Anyways. Okay, we have one more final category. A legend that never ends. Lisa's letter. Legends were created by humans. In that sense, no legend endures forever, and all stories must end in regret someday. But as long as a good story lives in people's hearts, it does in some way live forever. That's a conclusion I've come to after years of reading anyway. Best of luck, little cuties. Lisa. Yeah. I mean, that's true, right? Technically, when all humans are gone, then the legend kind of ends. But it ends mainly because you don't know the legend anymore. Like, trying to think if it's ever true or like previous animals, but like there's never been a situation like that yet that we know of yet, right? Wait, so look at Klee. Legend that never ends. But yeah, as long as humans are around, legends will always be there. Mom writes travel guides, but she did have friends who wrote fairy tales. So Klee's heard that a story its author spends their whole life writing will always be a good one. A story that the author spends their whole life writing. As in like your biography, your own life? Because technically her mom writes travel guides. That's based on her own experience. Right? And your experience, as long as you're alive, it really never ends. Holy, last one. I think a legend that never ends should be a story filled with hopes and dreams. It works like a baton that passes on from one person to the next, offering something meaningful for everyone that it touches. I was once greatly encouraged by such stories, so I think I'll be going with this answer. Kole. That's true. If a story is always like, in a very positive sense, it continues, right? It only really ends when things gonna kind of go downhill. I mean, when things go downhill, it can go back up, right? But as long as they never really fully always go down, we'll continue. But maybe that's what she's thinking of. Okay, I think that's it. Let's stop reading. So, how do you put this all together is the big question, though. Everybody has their own like interpretations of what they thought. So, what's the answer?
Let me quickly summarize what we found out about a flower that is not of this world. Tainari believes that on closer examination it might be logically paradoxal, while Albedo says that his answer would be better discussed at length in person. As for my answer, I think a clock in the shape of a flower would constitute one that is not of this world.
Here's what we've gathered regarding a guide who will never get lost. Mona said that she'd like to join us in uncovering the secret behind the prophecy, while Bennett suggests Fischl, Mona, or the Traveler as potential candidates. Mika didn't submit much, but he did draw a vegetation map for Master Tainari and wrote up a dragon spotting calendar for Sino. Amber also wrote in. She said that she sees herself as nobody's guide, but everybody's friend.
As for one who would never lie, Rosaria removed herself from consideration, but both Razor and Sino are willing to support us in our search. Timaeus seems to have forgotten to write to us.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Finally, this is what we've gathered on a legend that never ends. Klee said that her mom has a number of friends who like to write storybooks. Lisa believes that legends live forever in people's hearts. I think that for a legend to be never-ending, it has to be filled with hopes and dreams, and actively pass from one person to the next.
So, what are the answers to the 4 riddles then?
You're really smart, Paimon. I bet you can figure it all out in no time.
Let's all share our thoughts on what we think the answers might be.
Wait! Wait for me!
Oh, Timaeus! What brings you here?
I'm sorry, I really am. The time just got away from me and I didn't get around to writing that letter. However, I'm happy to announce that I think I can be the one who would never lie.
Huh? This is kinda sudden. Not that we don't trust you, Timaeus, but, could you elaborate a little after you catch your breath?
Of course, of course. Do you still remember the time I, collaborated with a certain Miss Ying-R?
Yeah, I kind of do. Yeah, it rings a bell.
Well, basically, she helped me out a lot with my research into potion making once, and, well, we've stayed in touch through letters ever since.
You know, is the answer love? I mean, I'm just throwing this out before I continue, but Timaeus, right, is the one character who's in love with Yinger. If you're thinking about it, right? Love kind of fits the description of all of this somehow. I don't know how this kind of relates to the reward, right? But if you think about it, right? You usually if you lie to someone you love, right? It'll be of good intent. Don't really mean to hurt them, right? And at the same time, you kind of help guide the person you love. And love is almost like a story that never ends, right? Until when it does, but but it's something you kind of think about as a ongoing quest that you keep on going on. And then also, love is also represented as a flower too, right? So it kind of fits the bill in all of this, but I don't know how that will work. But we'll go continue, see what Timaeus had to say about someone who never lies.
Wait! So Ying-R is the girl from Lila that Sucrose mentioned earlier? We always assumed you were hard at work every time we saw you at the crafting bench. So you've just been writing letters to Ying-R the whole time?
No, I mean, not all the time. I've done some work too. And anyway, our correspondence covers a lot of serious topics, like perfumes, potions, alchemy. Anyway, a few months ago, I made a vow to the heavens that I will be true to myself and never utter an insincere word until the day that I've managed to win Miss Ying-R's heart.
So, at Star Snatch Cliff, you were picking Cecilia's as a gift for Ying-R?
Well, that's right. The Cecilia flower is said to represent a once wayward heart transformed by the power of love. I couldn't think of a better flower to give than that. I know full well that Miss Ying-R is far more knowledgeable than I in both the ways of the world and the ways of our craft, but I thought I should make the effort for once and put myself out there. Which brings me to the subject of the last few days and the Windblume Festival. I thought it was time for me to invite Miss Ying-R to Mondstadt. But yesterday, Albedo told me that Sucrose has been working hard to help another girl achieve her dream.
Huh?
And when I went to take a look at our roster, I saw that she'd done my remaining work for me. I feel incredibly guilty. I've been spending all of my time in my own fantasy world while everyone else has been bending over backwards to help other people. How could I ever hope to be worthy of Miss Ying-R's love if I'm so selfish.
Oh, Timaeus.
And that's why I've decided to join you.
But then what about Yingar?
Yeah. Haven't you been planning this for over a month now? You said you were gonna invite her to Mondstadt.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame.
Well, yes, I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit, which is why I just sent her another gift with my hand-picked Windblooms, along with a handwritten letter. I explained that a matter of great importance has presented itself to which I must devote my full attention for the time being. As soon as it's resolved, I'll make haste to Liyue to pick her up in person.
Oh, that's romantic.
I made sure to package the gift and letter with the greatest care. All I can do now is hope that she'll understand. Point being, please know that I sincerely want to support you in this endeavor. Plus, I think I'm an honest person. As far as I recall, I don't think I've told a single lie in my life.
Well, you certainly convinced Paimon with that speech. Don't worry, Timaeus. We won't let your determination go to waste.
Yeah, if you're someone who never kind of take shortcuts, right? Face problems head on and being really honest while doing it and like owning up to your mistakes and stuff, then yeah, I guess you could be someone that never lies.
Thank you, Timaeus.
Ah, thank you, everyone. I promise to do everything I can to help.
Okay, so it looks like we found our one who would never lie.
Great! Let's keep it up. On to the other three.
So what happens if you...
Okay, Paimon will do the honors. Ahem. We have with us here the flower, the guide, the legend, and Timaeus.
Why did you only say Timaeus' name? You should say my name too.
All right. We also have Klee.
That's me!
With Klee here, this all somehow feels like we're getting ready for a field trip.
There's nothing wrong with a more relaxed atmosphere, is there?
Albedo, have you figured out your answer?
Of course. We will soon see if my hypothesis has any merit.
Actually, I'm still feeling a little nervous.
Me too.
But weren't you all fired up just a moment ago?
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's do this.
Actually, I'm a little worried too. Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
I know what you're feeling. Saying anything becomes so much harder when there are so many people watching.
Well, does anyone know the exact location of where we're headed, or should I do a reading on my scry glass?
So the answer is a location, right? That's what you bring. Is it just a romantic spot? I mean, the closest to my theory, but let's see what they come up with.
According to the prophecy, once we've figured out the answer, we should test it at the Lantern of Utmost Joy. Wait, but where is this lantern?
Oh, we know something about that.
Already found out where it is.
What?
I kind of cheated with Venti.
Wow, that's amazing. You really know how to do everything under the sun.
Then we'll let you lead the way.
Follow me.
This is it. We're off to find the sacred location of the Lantern of Utmost Joy.
Huh. But the bigger question is, how does Venti know this? So how does Venti know this? Wait a minute. Would be funny if I'm actually correct. Is it the... Would you consider this as the most romantic spot?
According to the map, it should be somewhere around here.
Let me take a look. Oh, it should be right up ahead.
Aww. I don't see any lanterns here. Now that I think about it, the prophecy didn't say anything about what the Lantern of Utmost Joy actually looks like, right? Maybe we've overlooked something?
Traveler, are you trying to figure out something else from the paper?
Exactly.
Paimon's reading too. Huh? It says to look up. But there's nothing above us. The wind didn't trick us, did it?
The apostle says, now you should recite the incantation. Come on, take a look at this.
Place the squirrel on the back of the pointy-eared cat, and a pious puppy will open the doors to show you the way. Huh. Paimon read the whole thing out loud, but nothing's happening.
Look! Look! The wind is blowing!
What a strong wind current. Let's ride it up and see where it leads us.
Huh? We'll have to fly up there? Can someone carry me with them?
Here.
Yeah, I guess it isn't easy for someone who doesn't have a vision. Well, technically you don't need a vision, you just need a glider, huh?
This is the first time I've ever flown like this!
How did this little island get up here in the sky? Did somebody make it?
Just to be safe, I've been jotting down our entire route here. This way, no one will get lost.
Oh, good thinking, Kale. Who would have thought we'd find this kind of table here? Weird. It's almost as if someone was holding a tea party.
I never would have guessed that such a place could exist. Right above Mondstadt, too.
Wow, look at that pretty lantern on the table. There's even a chair for each side of the lantern, too.
There seems to be something on the back of this chair. Let me have a closer look. Take your seat, present your answers, and you shall reach enlightenment. Well, as far as instructions go, I guess that's simple enough.
So we just need to do as it says, right?
Wait a second.
Huh? What is it, Albedo?
We'd better make sure this place is safe before taking our seats. Everyone, please stay clear for a moment.
True, it could be a trap. I mean, it doesn't look... doesn't look like a trap, but you can never be too sure, right? If it looks very fishy, then you gotta check it out.
Well, all our questions and doubts aside, the scenery here is pretty amazing. It'd be impossible to feel stressed here.
How is everything, Albedo?
Everything seems to be fine. I didn't find any traps or suspicious mechanisms, but I also couldn't find any overt destructive devices.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, it seems that wrong answers won't have any catastrophic consequences. Looks like we'll have to sit on these chairs and fulfill the prophecy. Everyone, I would like to suggest that we try some risky answers on our first attempt. Let's reserve our most confident answers for the second round.
That sounds kind of smart. But why?
Ah, I get what he means. If we do as he says, then we may be able to figure out how the puzzle works.
Yeah, you kind of have to figure out what a wrong answer would do, right? Hello, Sasha. Nice to see you here. You're new here, I think, right?
I see. That makes a lot of sense.
Mona, is there something wrong? You're not looking too good.
Wait, did I even see your name correctly? Sasuha, right?
Oh, are you hungry? I brought some snacks.
Thank you for offering, Klee, but that's not quite it. While Albedo was checking just now, I gave my scryglass a spin hoping to find some information. But there's a strange aura to this place. It's almost as if someone has been staring at me as soon as we stepped foot in here. But if nothing here has actually been physically tampered with, then no. Could that person be?
I just shivered. Did she sense some kind of great power? Yeah, this is already random.
Do you mean Mona? Who could it be?
Never mind. It's not like I've got any proof.
Don't leave us on the edge like this, Mona. I'll just do what Albedo said.
Yes. Let's test the hypothesis together, Klee.
Huh. You know, the one person who could do all this that I could think of is technically Klee's mother, Alice, right? Because she kind of tends to do this quite a bit, at least with, like, Klee's story.
Come on, join us, Mona.
Oh, all right.
Okay, then I'll answer the first question. If someone were to ask me to find a flower that is not of this world,
You can do it, Sucrose.
then I would fetch a tetratanic sweet flower.
All right, I'm up next. My part of the prophecy is to find a guide who will never get lost.
Kale, I hope you found your answer.
My answer is that I will be that guide.
Oh, it's a shame that you can't stay for too long, but thanks for the sub. All right, I'll see you later. Hopefully we'll see each other more in the future.
For a long time, I have been guided by others. It's taken me a while, but I finally made it to where I am today. Although I still haven't made a name for myself, and I'm still quite immature, I would still like to put my name forward. Because I would like to become a guide that can help others. I want to help others the same way Amber, Master Tainari, Sino, and everyone else helped me. Now it's my turn to pass on the gift that I've been given.
All right, it's up to me to answer the third part. I'll submit myself as one who would never lie. Although I've never really had any other virtues or talents, I'm confident that I've always been an honest person. I'd like to thank everyone, too, for giving me this opportunity to validate myself.
And last but not least, I will answer the final part of the prophecy. There's no tale more befitting the title of a legend that never ends than our fates as human beings.
Wait, the lantern just lit up! Whoa, all four sides of the lantern are glowing!
Huh?
But all we did was submit a batch of test answers.
Kale, could I ask you to stand up for a second?
Oh, alright.
Oh, it turned off. Turned on. So maybe it doesn't matter who sits in the chairs?
What's going on? Why is it lighting up regardless of who's sitting in the chair? Didn't it say we have to answer all the questions correctly?
But maybe the whole point of it is just to have a group of people sit in the chair? Is that what it is?
It's pretty clear now, isn't it? We've just proven that there is no right answer for this prophecy.
No right answer? But how could that be?
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mechanism that we had all imagined it to be. I believe the lantern only serves as a simple signal.
Ah, and to think, I never expected you to actually find this place.
What? There's someone else here?
We meet again, traveler.
Hey, you're that Outlander we met the other day at Good Hunter.
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find this place. Good thing that you were too preoccupied with the prophecy to notice someone tailing you from the shadows.
But yeah, that's right. She wanted us to tell her the answers too. Yeah, but why is she interested in all of this?
Oh, is that so? Then, why do I spy yet another person following in your shadow?
Wait, really?
There's no need for pleasantries. You should know I'm here for you.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from abroad?
I was there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
So you had your eyes on me even then, huh? That was 2 whole weeks ago, you know.
It's hard not to notice you when I'm on duty every day.
All right. In that case, I'll admit it. I was the person who slipped this prophecy into the storybook.
Huh? But why? Then, does that mean this wasn't a real prophecy after all?
Don't worry. Even though you probably have plenty of reservations about me, you can be sure that the prophecy is genuine. In fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy to me. She hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a single letter to signify themselves.
Who would have guessed? It seems that power was indeed left behind by the old hag after all.
Ah, so you're B's student. It's an honor to meet you. I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Oh, yeah, Mona, Fischl, apparently Scarlets, they all have like a master, right? And I guess they all are part of this somehow.
Well, what are you talking about?
It's a long story, but I'm not quite sure that I'm the best person to tell it. Since you've all spent so much time and energy trying to decipher this prophecy, you must also be very interested in the secret behind this lantern, no? The lantern has already been lit. Now then, please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
Huh. Why did this little thing just light up? How strange.
Hello? On the other side of the lantern. Can you hear me over there?
Mom? Oh, I hear many youthful voices.
Madam, I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Oh, since we've last gathered, Jay's successor has already become so reckless and bold. Unbelievable.
Wait. Why are you talking just like the old hag?
Old hag? Who would dare say that? Is that Mona?
Who are you? Who dares imitate my master?
I mean, isn't that actually her master? This actually works just like a telephone call, like a conference.
And what of imitation and mimicry? It has always been a fool's errand to mimic and learn from humanity.
Oh, Dallas, I'm here too.
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other people?
So I see everyone's here. Well then, my warmest greetings, everyone.
Miss Alice, why would you...
Well, it's been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends from my youth may have decided to catch up again.
Why she sounds so coy all of a sudden?
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animo Archon Barbados. You must be commended for uncovering an artifact entrusted to the god of wind himself. Tell me, are you sitting around my beloved tea party table?
It's a really long table.
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animal Archon has granted you entry to this place. Was all of this Scarlet's doing?
Wait. Paimon's completely lost now. So what was this assembly you were talking about earlier?
Oh, Miss Alice, would it be all right to leave the explanation of that to you?
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and activating the lantern. Now then, let me tell you a long and ancient story.
I'm like trying to like puzzle everything all together.
The Hexenzirkel, as the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even challenged the Animal Archon himself, but he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song." From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday, I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick. He loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
Wow.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left. But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
So this is where the legendary mages held their meetings.
That's right. We often met here to chat and have tea.
Then, what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of utmost joy, we'd receive a supreme blessing?
About that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of that prophecy. It's a little embarrassing. The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding.
So it was indeed written by all of you.
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth to everybody, Albedo. Knowing you, you probably figured out everything the moment you laid eyes on the message.
No, it took me a little longer than that.
A flower that is not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages. When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together. A flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of our full name, Rhindaughter, also known as Gold.
Oh, I did not think I would hear that name in the middle of this event. That's interesting. Hello, Damon. Welcome to my channel. Just trying to piece together this whole event story right now, and how we end up talking about this.
If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her. The guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole. You may not have encountered her yet, but she is a truly extraordinary woman who has made this world's direction and order her subject of study. Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess, she will only speak to guide people toward the truth when a change has occurred in the world. She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning.
Huh? She had been the one who spoke to me while we were investigating Tsubasa? Wait, I'm trying to remember when this was. Huh?
If one day you would be unfortunate enough to run into a truly dangerous situation, she may use her voice to guide the way forward for you.
Who would have guessed that there are so many mysterious women in this world and that they would all know each other?
The one who would never lie is me. I hope no one would take offense. It's just that I, Alice, or A for short, have always had a soft spot for those with sincerity and candor. As for A Legend That Never Ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works. Have any of you ever read The Boar Princess?
I don't remember looking up the Boar Princess recently.
Huh? I'm pretty sure every child in Mondstadt has read that book.
It's also one of my favorite stories. M was an exceptional human writer who used her prose to teach me the meaning of grief. Don't you think such a person would deserve a seat at the mage's table?
Paimon's getting more and more lost.
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to everything that Alice has said. Jay was also a mortal who aged and passed on, leaving her title to her students and followers. Alice, you've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. It's now been centuries since the first of us took on her mantle. I've always wanted to meet you.
Do you also want to become a mage?
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose of the Hexen Circle.
Hexen Circle? What does that even mean?
I used to think that the Hexen Circle was a group of women who could control the very fate of this world. But now, I've seen for myself that besides Jay, many other ordinary people were also among you.
Oh, okay, so it's just the name of the group.
Do you think less of us now?
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued, and I'm now even more drawn towards the idea of becoming a mage.
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors, but you are different. You are much more fascinating than any of your predecessors.
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
So the mage who received the prophecy letter from all of you was Jay? She left the Hexen Circle after getting married?
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we meant as soon as she saw the message. We were just asking one thing of her. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness, please come share some of it with your best friends and sisters.
So, the Supreme Blessing actually meant...
All journeys are fleeting and will eventually come to an end. What will give us the most fulfillment and happiness in the end are those who will greet us at our journey's destination. Dear child, I believe you can also understand what I am talking about. We women will always have many troubles and encounter pains and frustrations that will keep us up at night. But no matter how hard things may become, we will cross mountains and oceans to see our best friends again, regardless of how many years have passed or how far the distance may be. As long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will be filled with joy. To us mages, that's what being supremely blessed is all about.
Oh.
I still don't get it, but I do know that all the mages are Mom's best friends.
If you ask how I see it, the Hexen Circle is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth with. Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later. I still have a few things to attend to, so this will have to do for today.
Where is she even? She's never around. But, does this mean we're like... This is just another group that we just formed, right?
Todoko says bye too.
Goodbye, darling, and farewell to all of our other friends as well. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Oh, now that I think of it, isn't it getting close to that time of year?
Yes, it's Windblume again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary date. I'm sure you still remember.
Yes, I do remember now. It was on this day many, many years ago that Jay tied the knot. Oh, just in time for the Festival of Love and Freedom. Everyone, please enjoy this year's Windblume Festival to the fullest.
As his voice fades and the lantern grows dim, but it once again just a regular piece of decor. For a moment, everyone looks lost in thought, but soon chatter begins to fill the space again. Before long, everyone spreads their gliders to return to Mondstadt.
Whoa! Ah, Albedo! Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
I'm getting a lot of people saying hello around the same time. Usually it's kind of quiet around this time when I'm streaming. But yeah, hello. Good to see more people though. Not a bad thing. Oop, I totally missed the wind tunnel, but do I even need to fly back right here? Or can I just teleport back to Mondstadt? Probably better for me to teleport back. But hey, like, it's not like Kole got nothing from all of this, right? She found a lot of people who are willing to support her, so... Yeah, how will she take all this? Hopefully she could be a little more happy about all this.
Are you okay, Timaeus? Maybe you'd feel better if you just, let it out.
I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm just a little glider sick, that's all.
You may want to look into getting your own gliding license when you have the time. It might prove helpful to you.
Okay. Sure thing.
It sounds like you've still got something on your minds. Why don't you tell us? We're all happy to listen.
It's nothing, really. It's just... Well, Alice's story was really interesting and romantic. I won't argue about that. But still, the whole thing wasn't quite what I was hoping for. Of course, I didn't actually expect the supreme blessing to be real, but...
Don't say that. None of this was your fault, Timaeus. Honestly, it's more on me for having agreed to be the Windblume Festival's special ambassador. Had I not asked for everyone's help...
If anything, it should be my fault for finding that prophecy.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to blame the two of you either. I just feel like this whole adventure didn't really end on a high note, and we also didn't really get anything out of it.
But I'd say we still learned something new.
Well, that aside, Timaeus, you still need to go to Liyue to apologize to Yingar, right? Do you want Kale and I to accompany you?
Oh, Miss Yingar. Well, I mean, I just really don't want her to get mad at me. Now that I've come back to my senses, I really don't know what I should do.
Hey, you three? You may want to look over there.
Oh, wow, she's here. Oh.
Miss Yingar?
Oh, so that's Miss Yingar? I've never met her before.
Yep, that's her. And she actually came all the way to Mondstadt.
I am so sorry, Miss Yingar, but how did you... I mean...
Are you so happy just to see me?
Of course I am. I'm so happy that, I don't, sorry, I don't know what to say.
The sus lady. I mean, she has her way with words, but she's not sus, right? Unless there's other ways to describe her, but sus is probably not one of them, is it?
I was ready to give you a harsh scolding, but now that I've seen you like this, I suppose I could let you off the hook this time. You said you couldn't come to pick me up because of a very important matter, right? Well then, of course I had to come and find you instead.
Should we go see how they're doing?
Oh, I wouldn't. You'll get hit by a forest boar if you interrupt a couple's romantic conversation.
I can see that happening.
Oh, really? We'll just leave them alone then.
They look happy. Maybe that's what Windblume's all about. Their adventure has come to
I'm so glad to see Timaeus find his happiness.
Can't even read that fast enough.
I have to say, I'm even more envious of you, Sucrose. You can be happy just to see others happy, and you gave me so much help without any expectations in return. Even though you said that I still feel like you have a much bigger heart than I do.
But if you say that, then I'd say I'm also nowhere near as brave or tenacious as you. I guess we have the same amount of positive qualities. They're just spread over different parts of our personalities. I've never visited Sumeru, or made many friends from outside of Mondstadt. I'm happy just to have met and become your friend. Maybe I'll get shy and flustered when I meet other people I don't know in the future. But that's okay too. Since we are so alike, you probably get what I'm trying to say. You just need to believe that all of your issues aren't really issues at all.
But isn't it too late now for me to learn to accept myself?
Well... Do you know anything about the blooming cycles of Cecilius?
I may have read about that in a book before.
That's a topic that my parents used to talk about back when they were still dating. Surprising, right? To think that people would talk about that while on a date. My mom brought it up at dinner one time last month. She called my dad the most boring man she knew, and said that he even turned up late to a date once, all with a smile on her face. But she also said that learning is just another part of life. It's never too late to start something, as long as you recognize that it's something good for you to do. Why don't you give it a try, Kale?
Yeah, that's a much better way of saying it's never too late.
Okay, I'll try my best.
They're really having a great conversation. Paimon can't even find a moment to join in.
Well, isn't it great that they're getting along so well?
I nearly forgot. This is for you.
This texture. Are these seeds?
Yep. I believe I mentioned my sweet flower research to you before. These are the seeds of the sweet flower cultivars that I've worked on. It's nothing too special, but they're the best cultivars that I've made. So, I really hope that you'll like them. They're super sweet and easy to grow and keep. I'm also submitting them as my Windblooms for this year. I wish that the Animo Archon could also see how lovely they are.
Thank you. I'll plant them in the Avidia forest and take good care of them.
Kale, please take these notes with you. I've heard that you've been working hard on your studies, so I've prepared some study materials for you at Sucrose's request. Feel free to look through them whenever you can find the time. Mondstadt's doors will always remain open to you.
Thank you so much. Really, I don't know what to say. I'm just really happy.
Sucrose, now's your chance. Didn't you want to collect a breath of joy?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about all that.
You're right. forgot. Kale, can you exhale once into this test tube? I will save this breath of joy and use it in my research.
Oh, really? May I?
Of course.
I still don't know how that will work. Breath of joy is something you can actually really capture with a test tube. Kale exhales into Sucro's test tube and the fluid turns a deep violet. A small sparkling cloud then puffs out of the test tube and rises into the air like a marshmallow before it's taken away by the wind.
Huh? What was that?
It was like a little cloud of happiness, but now it flew away.
Oh wow, you really did get a breath of joy.
Well, luckily, there's still some breath left in the test tube. I'll seal it up for now. I'll keep working on it and let you know as soon as I have any breakthroughs in my research.
Yeah, you can write to me. I'll be sure to respond as soon as I receive your letter.
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen pal.
Master Tighnari! Cyno!
If your friendship was forged in a test tube, does that make you test friends forever?
I mean, yeah, his jokes are bad, but it could be amusing sometimes still.
That's it. I think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
All that matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt immensely. The dragon here possesses a majestic form.
Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, this card back is for you.
Wait, for me? Didn't Cyno commission this?
Cyno wanted you to have one for yourself. If I had to guess, I'd say he probably wants you to use it if you challenge him to a duel.
I'm a master of the game. Do you dare challenge me?
Can you believe this guy? Huh. Let's knock him off his high horse.
It's time to duel.
Wait! I've got something to give you, too.
Huh? Kale has a gift for us?
Yeah! I figured I should follow local Mondstadt customs and prepared a few small things themed after the Windblume festival.
Oh. Bookmarker?
I made these bookmarks from Sumeru roses at the hotel. I want to give them to Amber, Master Tighnari, and Cyno. During Windblume, Mondstadters offer flowers to the people most important to them. You three are family to me.
But Tighnari said that we're not anything like an academic family. He wouldn't write joint papers with us.
Well, in this case, we can consider ourselves as regular siblings. And that should be just fine.
I agree. Oh, and here are some Padisara seeds as well. These are for the Traveler, Paimon, and everyone else from Mondstadt.
Whoa, are these really for us?
Thank you. We appreciate it.
So, are these your chosen Windblooms?
Mm-hmm, one of them. Both Padisauras and Sumeru roses are my Windblooms. Although they're not native to Mondstadt, they are the flowers that can best express my feelings. I want to give them to the people I feel thankful for. To those who I wish to accompany as we greet more seasons and future Windblooms together. The real blessing in life is when you are surrounded by people who you'd miss day and night, and who you'd want to see even if that meant crossing mountains and oceans to do so.
I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Sucrose, do you see that cloud over there?
Huh?
Doesn't it look just like your test tube?
You guys probably missed it from the last stream, but before her, Suko's like, oh, doesn't that kind of look like a test tube? But Cola's like, yeah, not really. Yeah, that was an interesting story. Really random. So, to summarize, it all started when a group of ladies, a group of powerful mages, are just trying to send a blessing to their friend by having one last get together. Kind of almost like a bachelorette party? Is that what you call it? right? Something like that. One last meeting with great friends. They sent it to her. Did they even do the meeting? They probably did the meeting. I don't see why she wouldn't go to the meeting. But the question is, why does Jay... Well, Jay slipped it onto Cole, because I guess she would have guessed that Cole would have figured it out. She probably couldn't figure it out herself, and it kind of required a group of people to kind of figure it out together. And Venti, he knows all this because he knows the witches, so he knows where they meet, right? And I guess this place only shows up at a certain time of the year, which is the Windblume Festival. Yeah, we were not really meant to be the ones that found it, but we did with the power of friendship, from the way it seems, right? And I don't know why that lantern ended up being like a phone to talk to Alice, but it did. Well, maybe sometimes not everybody can kind of visit, can kind of gather together for that kind of meeting, right? And maybe they just had to have a long distance way to contact each other. That was Scarlet that did the prophecy in the book. I saw her do it. Yeah, we know that Scarlet slipped the prophecy into Cole's book, but it's not like she did the prophecy herself. It's her master who got the invitation. Technically, the prophecy is from those ladies, right? And all Jay really wants, or what Scarlet wants, is just to meet those ladies. So somehow she just knew that Cole's group would find it. Oh, find it for her. But technically, the location could only be found by people who even knew where that table was in the first place, right? Which would be only people within the group. So the only way we could actually find out where that was from Venti in the first place. There's no really any other way to find that place. Yeah, very confusing, but had a lot of guesses that were not exactly right, but they're not exactly wrong either. They're kind of all related to each other. And I did eventually point out that Alice is probably the one that was behind a lot of this whole thing. Kind of was. Well, she was a part of it. That's the thing. It's everything's partly true when you put it all together. But anyways, we are now done with the event story, and there's a couple mini games we could do before we end the stream. We'll save the Pac-Man game for later, but we could do the other ones very quick. Let's go ahead and take the last photos that we need to take. Oh wow, this is... Lise is still very close to all of these waypoints. It'd be really annoying if I had to travel way out just to take these pictures.
Snow that once adorned the world in silver, thaws to reveal the gleam of the fruit upon frost-laden...
Very convenient that's right next to the fire as well. Oh wait. I need to... The camera... This one? This one.
Some tea would make the setting more complete.
I think this is a better view. I think the whole point is the tree, right? Oh, it's a new day. Funny timing. I think it is ready. Did I do it, or did the whole new day thing broke it? What? Oops. Kind of looked like I was on fire right there for a bit. I have accidentally stepped to the fire, but... Claim. Circle? Oh, there you go. Pressing the wrong buttons, I guess. Also fulfilled it at the same time when the new day passed, and it just didn't just give me the okay. There's a random event just to go around and take photos. But it's, at least it's very easy. It's free Primo Gems pretty much. I have not been around here for such a long time. We're exploring here pretty thoroughly. Okay, just to be sure. Okay, I thought so. I was thinking it could be down there, but I want to check the top first, so I don't have to climb back up in case I'm wrong. I think I checked. I think this is the best view. This feels a little bit too far. This feels a little bit too close. Assuming you want the mountain at the very back. Capture an idle animation, so I have to wait.
A blade embraces its duty. The jeweler cherishes their...
Okay. Second photo down. Button. Okay. Last photo. I guess like a big part of this whole thing was trying to figure out the actual location based on the description. But maybe that was just too hard and they just decided to just give us the solution. So it's actually pretty far compared to the others from a teleport point. But a little like stroll in the air can't be too bad. So I do think the little ice mechanic where you get too cold and slowly die, kind of annoying. That's where it was a bit faster. It's kind of a bit slower than what I remember. They could have changed it, but yeah, it's been so long I don't remember. I don't know what this is a photo of. Those trees? Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of enemies in the background as well. Let's make this very quick. Wield the power of Pyro. Okay.
I won't hold
You're up, Bennett. Done. Hey, we're done with that. I mean, can you even call that a mini game? I don't think you can really. It's just like a little tour. But here, the rhythm game is a mini game, so let's get off the mountain, head to somewhere a little bit more warm, do some rhythm games, and then we'll call it a night after we're done with all of that. I don't think I'm at the point where I could like play the rhythm game and talk so much, but yeah, I could I would just concentrate my best to kind of focus on getting the high enough score to get all the rewards. Okay, wait. Saw you. Where are you? Okay. And head back.
weather's like this.
You know, I don't really look around so much during Windblume. It's just more flowers and more dandelions going around, right? Oops. Okay. Final minigame. The main part of this event. The music. How many do I have to do? About 4, so it shouldn't be too long. Of course, we're going to go fully pro. Wait. To do it, I need to be at a very certain location, apparently. Just kind of roll my way over there. I think I should be able to play it anywhere, but really not. I have to do it from here. Okay. Here we go. Pro. I remember how to do this. Barely hear the sound. Yeah, well, I let that one go a little too early. As long as I get most of the notes, it'll be fine. Don't have to be perfect at this. Okay. Oh. Actually, it feels like it's something you would hear, like in Nier Automata. Yeah, the music was actually kind of low, huh? You could barely hear it. Let me tune it up a teeny bit. Or maybe I'll just go all the way and see if that is loud enough. If it's too loud, then we could turn it down. But that should be enough for the reward for that. So far, I have not failed yet, so let's hope I can keep it up that way. Oh! Surprised I've never heard this before. I probably have, but it's very briefly or something. But it's really like chippery. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this one because I hear a lot of the other ones quite a bit, but this is kind of new for me. I'm gonna trickle a little bit on, but it was a quick one. I think I still got all the points. At least I hope so. Yeah, I did. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I was like kind of as relaxed with that song as the previous song. Okay, next one. Ari song. All this you kind of have to feel it to kind of get it correctly. But maybe it's because the other song's a little bit too quick. Definitely is a lot slower. Playing a custom beat map? What? Do you want to recommend one to me? I haven't actually got recommended one all the way until now. I know the last time when there was a Windblume event, I got some suggestions, but problem is the recommendations I got were all from a different server, so I never could do them. I'm still trying to get a hang of this too. I can't do anything that is like too difficult. Definitely like the ones they have right here are easy enough, but Mars Adventure. Look at the sharing page. Man, that's kind of hard for me to pick. There's so much to pick from. Okay, I'm pretty much done with the event. So where's this sharing page that we're talking about? Settings? Here, back. See the word edit beat map. Set it. Select. No. Sharing code. Composition. So this is probably a list of the ones I would make, right? Arrangements. I'm not trying to make one. I'm trying to see what other people have done. Wait, leave. Back. Songs exchange. Under search. Where's the search though? That's a code. Okay, so I am supposed to go to the edit. Okay. So edit beat map, go to search, enter code, but we don't have a code right now. Middle button on your controller. Oh, strong. I see. Okay. So you can't really see because it opened up the web browser. Pain and suffering. It looks like it's just hitting notes very rapidly with all the buttons. I'm not gonna do that one. Bunch of ones I can't read. Is there a way to sort by thumbs up? What's the most popular one? Homo's banger theme. Okay, we'll copy that. We'll try that one. Paste. Search. Form. Well, we'll see how this goes. Ah! Okay, that was a surprising start, but overall I did pretty good for that one. So must mean that this person has done pretty good, well, kind of mapping the beats, right? 25%. Yeah, that was actually pretty good. So when I think about it, there's more songs outside the ones from the event that are in here, right? These ones from before, I think these are the ones. Yeah, these are past songs. Okay, got it. Might have to recalibrate to play the custom ones. They're always a little off for me if I don't recalibrate. I mean, it looks like it was fine for me right there. Okay, I do want to do a write-in one. There's also a Kokimi one. It's not Kokimi, but Firework Girl one. It's not bad with names, but that'd be helped. There's just so much names to remember when you play a game with so many characters. But yeah, let's start with write-in one first. So this is a top write-in one. Copy. Paste. Search and perform. Yoyumiya, that's right. Oh no, that's weird. What? Okay, when it's not like directly mirroring each other, that's a bit hard for me to get. What? Should get that one somehow. It's a lot of things I'm not used to, so definitely could be better, but you kind of have to practice those things that aren't normal to kind of get that one. As much as I like the song, that beat map is kind of a bit hard. But I guess it's not always about being like intuitive, but sometimes difficulty is enough to get a lot of popular likes for that song. Yeah, technically the Tomo one got a lot of likes. That was like 600, while that Raiden one only had like 116. Latest pieces. Random play. It looks like that Tomo one was really the best out of the bunch. They're really... Let's try the Yoyomiya one. I wanted to try that one now, even though the Battle Lex isn't as high as the Raiden or the Tomo one. It doesn't mean it would be bad. 28.5. That was a bit too easy, kind of too simple. It could be a bit more difficult. Is this really the best we have? I mean, I guess it's a very short amount of time for people to kind of work and make these notes, right? I'm pretty sure if like the event, well, was an event, and what this was a more permanent future, that we would have more interested beat maps. But yeah, it takes quite a bit of dedication to kind of build and make these maps when it's very fleeting, right? When there's a short amount of time people can actually play it. Trying to see if there's other ones I want to try. But it doesn't look like I'll get any better from here. I don't really know other ones with a higher amount of rating. Maybe some of the new ones might be more interesting, right? And just didn't have enough views. Well, actually, hold on. Raytakis? I'm gonna try to look for one based on him. What is his music actually kind of called? Time to Shine. So we'll look at the most popular one for him and give that a try. Time to Shine. So here's some recommended pop recommendations. Time to Shine. The likes are not the high. Oh wait. 69 is that the highest one? It's a very specific number, but it seems to have the most views as well. So we'll take that. So okay, we'll see what the best one is like. Paste, search. Okay, that one had a little bit of curveball in there, but oh, that was actually pretty good, and also did pretty good too, 99%. Just like I think I just missed one reverse curveball, but after that, I kind of like I had to kind of imagine it. You kind of have to kind of imagine what the button presses. You need to press before you actually need to press it. That way, when you do need to press it, you're just ready. But yeah, a lot of this is just given the picture where your fingers has to go. Then the rest of it is just listening and timing. Okay, so that's our talkies. Wait, I want to do another write-in one. me, Termination of Desire, is that really the best one? There has to be a better one, right? You can't select that. Just saw it for a second. Mm. Oh, it's actually at the very end. The last one was 116 likes. Can I find one with the higher amount of likes? No. How about one with the highest amount of views? No. Apparently that very hard one was the only one that stands out. Yeah, it seems to be that way. Okay, fine. Wait. What's this do? Oh, okay. You can expand it. Okay, okay, okay. More filters? Also a difficulty level. Okay, so you have a lot more options with this filter once you expand it. But I think I find one that is still better than what I just did. Yeah, no, I can't. Apparently not many people have done her song, at least not one that I can definitely do well. Cleo, I think it is. It is totally Cleo's theme. Rage beneath the mountains. You know what? Maybe we could do like one of each of the ones I haven't done yet. Then we'll call it a night. How about that? Some of Rage Beneath the Mountains. Rage Beneath the Mountain. There's only like not many actually. Well, that's the problem. Even if I try to do one of each song, doesn't mean I'll find a good beat map for me to do. Yeah, I'm trying to find one with a pretty high amount of like, but that Toma was really the highest one I could find. At least I'm trying to find one that is at least higher than the Raiden one. It's like literally no one had done Bard's Adventure. Okay. I wonder if some of these are like old beat maps too, like from the Purist events. Drifter's Destiny, but harder. Okay, this one's a higher, almost as high as like the Raiden one. We'll give this one a try. Paste, search, perform. What's this? That was okay. But you probably figured out that's the reason why I probably didn't have too much higher rating. It's not too bad. It just had some parts that really threw me off. That kind of makes me wonder if I need like more fingers to actually do it. It'd probably be easier on the keyboard for that kind of situation, but for someone who only has 2 thumbs instead of like 6 or technically 4, it would be kind of hard, right? But yeah, okay. I would look a little bit more, but that might be the last one. We'll see if we. Oh, that's high. You thought that one was big. This one's even higher rating than that previous Toma one. This one's called Toma is Motivated. So, okay, let's try this additional Toma song. Apparently, people like this Toma song quite a bit. That one. It required me to have 2 left thumbs. Yeah, I don't think I like that one as much as the other one. The other Toma song. Other ones I should try. Definitely makes you wonder of like what it's like to play other people's song from different regions. Because I don't think my server is really like have too many people that likes to kind of play rhythm games, right? People who really likes to play rhythm games tends to be in our regions. And I bet you they have better mappings for those. But, okay, I think that's it for today. Because I got some custom games in, and there's a way to kind of find them. That's nice. It's just kind of hidden. You have to really look for it to actually find it. But it's there. Oh, it's a new day. I do have resin. I'm just gonna condense it for now and then call it a night. It is really late. You know, wouldn't mean it took too long to do this, but don't mind me. I wasn't expecting Yinger to be here like that. It's very cute. Okay for me to talk to him before we go?
Am I dreaming? Miss Ying-ar, you really came all the way to Mondstadt to see me? Why were you willing to make the trip? I still can't believe it.
Why wouldn't I want to come see you, It's not like a quick trip from Liyue to Mondstadt is completely unheard of or anything. Also, isn't it time for you to drop the miss and just call me Ying-ar?
Oh, Ying-ar. Ying-ar. I think I still need some time to get used to calling you that.
Look at you, already so flustered. And we're just getting started.
No, I'm just overwhelmed with happiness. Thank you so much for coming to see me for Windblume.
I should leave them alone. But I'm kind of curious what happens if I try talking to Timaeus. What? It's just a normal talk. Okay. Well, the other one's definitely gonna just leave. But, Are you? Yeah, not awkward to kind of like stare at them while they're like kind of talking in this kind of manner. Not awkward at all. But anyways, wait, did I even... Okay, I did condense it. Just so I forgot. I was just so distracted by that. Hey, I wonder if there's anything else I'm missing. But anyways, maybe if there's anything else I'm missing, you guys can let me know and I can check it out. But otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. I will be back here tomorrow, possibly with Tomoe, to do the Pac-Man minigame together with her, because again, this is a co-opable minigame and we kind of agreed to kind of save that to do that together. So actually don't know if that'd be tomorrow or the day after, but most likely tomorrow, right? We'll see. If it's not tomorrow, then I might do something else. Might do something... Still do more Genshin stuff? It would still probably be Genshin stuff. I need to figure out some time to do Spire Abyss. So if Tomoe's too busy, then I would do Spire Abyss. But if she isn't too busy, we'd do the Pac-Man game together. And we'll do Spire Abyss most likely on Sunday. Yeah, most likely Sunday. Hopefully, after we get the event stuff out of the way and Spire Abyss out of the way, then we could continue doing some... Of course, we're doing commissions, but off stream. But we would do these character stories. Hopefully I can get them out of the way. I think I still have time to kind of get them out of the way. And get them done. Get started with those next week, probably. But yeah, there's those to look forward to. There's still gonna be a bit of Genshin streams before I take a break from it and wait for the next update. But yeah, so I plan to do more Genshin, more Holocure, more Hogwarts Legacy. Those 3 things slowly, and eventually, hopefully, I get them all done. We'll go to other things, but for now, that's what you can expect for next. Well, at least for the next couple of weeks. So, if you guys are looking forward to that, I'll see you guys there. Otherwise, you guys have a good night. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. NoukonNeko signing out. Bye bye.